everybody, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network. Dom Santina with you here with the live coverage of the Dirt Slingers Racing League Wicked Energy Gun 410 Outlaw Series. We're going to take it right down trackside because we're running just a few minutes behind to our pre-race ceremonies, and when we come back, we'll have more preview and our first heat race action of the night.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we're going to get ready to go with our qualifying session. Once practice wraps up, Hayden Cardwell currently the quickest at 16.264. Apologize about that. Couple things got behind. We had an iRacing update. Some things not wanting to work here. So had to run a few minutes behind, but we got her going. Ready to go now with our Tim's Dirt Track Simulators qualifying session, getting ready to go out on the racetrack. Right now we're looking at Mason Hannigan running his lap right here. I'll let you know as they pop up what they're going to run. This is week number 6 for the season. Kathy Boyd, thanks for checking in with us. Rooting on Garrett Boyd, of course. Tyler Schell goes to the top of the board so far, the 17.086. Josh Stanky just jumped up there. Hannigan's going to end his run. Jump over to Michael List, getting ready to run. I'll give you the top 10 as they go around. There it is right now. Hayden Cardwell just jumped up to number 1. Logan Rumsey in the 2nd spot. Or James Edens just now takes over that top spot now. That's Cardwell, Rumsey, Stanky, Kruger, Elby, Hannigan, Schell, Rudolph, and Hall. Your order. List comes in at 19th fastest. Looks like we've got about 27 cars or so. Well, Newhoffen gonna take his lap around. Get a time in here. Got about a minute left to go. What's up, Steve? Got about... Gene, happy Thursday to you as well. Glad we could be in here in the booth here at Watkins Glen for week number 6. Wilkins Glen, my bad, not Watkins Glen. Watkins Glen's where the cup cars are. Wilkins Glen here for the dirt race. Less than 10 seconds left to go. Looks like James Edens is going to be our quick qualifier here. We're going to get ready to go with heat race number 1 on the racetrack. Williams Grove. What am I saying? Williams Grove. I don't know why I was thinking Watkins Glen. Or Wilkins Glen, Watkins Glen, whatever. Williams Grove. I'm out of my mind tonight. Mind in a couple different places. Yeah, snow plowing had to be done to get the track cleared so we could go racing here at Williams Grove. We're going to get ready for heat race number 1. Getting ready to grid out on the racetrack. Starting on the front row for the Waggy and Casey I-55 Lawyers heat race number 1. In the pole position, your quick qualifier, James Edens, to his outside for Swindell Speed Lab from Mount Airy, North Carolina. In the 000, that is Kendall Tucker. Row number 2 for Swindell Speed Labs Esports Fast 4 Media from Loomis, California, starting in the 3rd position, the 10 of Rusty Kruger. To his outside from Dayton, Ohio, in the 010, that'll be Cameron Merriman starting 4th. Row number 3 on the inside in the 331, that'll be Dustin Hall starting 5th. To his outside for Team SSR Elite School of Sim Racing from Birdsboro, Pennsylvania, the 99 of Gregory LeMay. Row number 4 on the inside, the 12 of Alex Bergeron. To his outside for Tony Stewart Racing, Simmelman Sim Racing, Scott King Designs, 19 Designs, and Tony Stewart Racing from Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, the 18 of Austin Simmelman. And rounding it out on the back row for HOH Motorsports, Schulte Motorsports from Felton, Delaware, the 71 of Curtis Merriman will start 9th. Getting ready to go here at Williams Grove. 3 heat races, possibly a consolation or 2. And we will have our A main. Thank you, Steve. I'm glad that I'm on the right side of the Mississippi. My bad there. Mind all over the place, just trying to make sure we could get this ready to go on time. Seemed like anything that could have messed me up to get started here has, but we're gonna roll with it now. We're good to go. We'll hopefully have some good racing on the right side of the racetrack. James Edens, Kendall Tucker going to lead us to the green flag. Here we go. Williams Grove Speedway, green flag in the air for heat race number 1. Edens going to take the early race lead. Going to be chased down by Kendall Tucker in the 2nd position. Merriman in the 3rd spot. Good look at your top 3 here. Kendall Tucker going to try to run down Edens. Let's see Rusty Kruger back here in the 4th position. LeMay back there in 5th. And 1, 2, 3, the running order staying the same. No one really changing. Eden's still out front, but Tucker's starting to close ever so slightly. 0.3 of a second, the difference. As they come to the line this time, it's closed in half, less than 0.2 of a second now. The difference between Kendall, Tucker, and James Edens. We'll see if Edens can hold on to it. Kendall Tucker can run him down. Coming to the halfway point here in heat race number 1. Four to go this time by. Cameron Merriman holding on to that 3rd place position, but now starting to feel the pressure from Rusty Kruger and Greg LeMay. Looks like Kruger's got around LeMay for the 4th position for the time being. Trying to run down Cam Merriman here in the 3rd place spot. Uh-oh, battle up front. Here comes Kendall Tucker. He's going to dive it on in there in 1 and 2. Slide up the hill. He's got the lead. Here comes Edens down the backstretch. He's going to get the run, but I don't think, unless he can carry it through 3 and 4, he's going to be able to get that spot back. Nope. Kendall Tucker to the point with 1 to go. Good run down the front stretch there, though, for Edens. We're going to keep an eye on it as we come back down the backstretch. Run off the top side for Edens into 3 and 4. He's going to be able to take that bottom line. Might be able to use it to his advantage. Here, oh, into the wall, over, drove the corner a little bit. That's going to let Kendall Tucker take the Waggy and KCI 55 lawyer heat race win. Edens will come across in 2nd, Merriman in 3rd, Kruger 4th, Bergeron 5th, Lammy 6th, Dustin Hall 7th, Austin Simmelman 8th, and Curtis Merriman in 9th. We'll get ready for heat race number 2 to grid out on the racetrack. Gonna have another 9 cars here in this one. Starting on the front row for heat race number 2, brought to us by Wicked Cushion Esports. Starting on the pole position will be the 22 of Hayden Cardwell. To his outside, the 25 of Tyler Ducharme. Row number 2 on the inside in the 74, that is Adam Elby. To his outside for Elbows Up SimSport, Fairway Mortgage, BS Air, and Catch Fence Apparel from Millersburg, Pennsylvania, the 85 of Tyler Schell. Row number 3 on the inside in the 17 car will be Joel Berkeley. His outside starting 6th for UDSRA, Highside Racewear and TH Designs from Hanover, Pennsylvania, the 19 of Troy Wagaman. Row number 4 in the 8 car starting in the 7th position for Kinsler Racing Sim Team, MVT, Wicked Cushion from Waverly, Nebraska will be Cole Newhoffen. To his outside in the 95 will be Dakota Kuhn. And rounding it out on the back row in the 370 is Michael List. Getting ready to go. 9 more cars. 4 more ready to go. Gene had to be excited with that one. Kendall coming home with the heat race win. I was going to pull up. Roger did send me a list of the points. Kendall Tucker, I believe, was on top. Josh Stanky in 2nd. Alex Bergeron in 3rd. Braden Eiler in 4th. Tyler Schell in 5th. It's Hannigan, Cam Merriman, LeMay, Elby, and Edens, your top 10. Tucker holds about a 32-point gap. Just over 5 weeks in on Stanky. But that is not including a drop week in there, so they'll take their worst race out. So it's going to be interesting. It's still pretty tight. There are a lot of guys that are going to be battling here for this championship. We still got a long way to go, too. Still think we got 9 more weeks. I think it's a 15-week season. Green flag in the air. Here we go. Hayden Cardwell and Tyler Ducharme leading us to the green flag. I'll be looking to the inside. Cardwell able to hold on to the spot, but let's look back here. 3 wide behind him. LB on the bottom, Shell in the middle, and Ducharme on the top side. Tyler Shell able to pull himself up into the 2nd place position. Ducharme back to 3rd. Now here comes LB to try to take that spot away. Ducharme will tuck in for the 4th place spot. Go back up here with your race leader, Hayden Cardwell. And we got our first caution here at Williams Grove. Troy Wagaman, he's on pit road with Joel Berkeley. Let's go back and see what happened. Oh, we're gonna have to go back a little bit farther than that, so let's try it again. Here you go, here's Wagaman. Oh, just gets together with Berkeley, gets Newhoffen and Kuhn involved as well, and there comes List in at the end, a 5-car pileup there to bring out our caution. We'll go back up front with your race leader, Hayden Cardwell. Running order is Hayden Cardwell, Tyler Shell, Adam Elby, Tyler Ducharme, Cole Newhoffen, Dakota Kuhn, Joe Berkeley, Wagaman, and Michael List. List. Michael List, my bad. Michael, I know you corrected me on it, and I don't know why I add an extra letter into your name. I know it's List. I can read. I'm telling you, maybe it's been this whole week in general. I don't know if I'm not getting enough sleep or what it is, or just my mind is wandering in 10 different places today, but I am all over the place on this one today. Calling it the wrong racetrack, calling people the wrong name. Not an A+ performance here today, let me tell you. It's alright, we still have time to turn it around. Green flag in the air. Here we go once again. Hayden Cardwell leading us to the green flag. Shell and Elby in the 2nd and 3rd spot. Let's look back here at Elby because he's getting pressured from Ducharme as well. Elby able to pull away now down the backstretch. Oh, Hayden Cardwell into the wall. It's going to hand it over to Tyler Shell. Shell going to take over the race lead as we hit the halfway point here in heat race number 2, brought to us by Wicked Cushion Esports. That puts Elby up to the 2nd position, Ducharme to 3rd, and Hayden Cardwell falls back to that 4th place position. He's going to have to regroup, try to use that top line to drive back up here. So he's still in a transfer position, but no longer up front. Let's see if Tyler Shell can hold on to it, coming to 3 to go this time. Two to go now here in heat race number 2. Adam Elby trying to take a look to the outside. Thought about trying to cross Shell over there. He's got to run. He's coming on the 85 car. We're going to see the white flag in the air this time. Tyler Shell going to take us to that white flag, but I don't know if he'll hold it when we come back around. Shell changes up his line that time, goes more higher there in 1 and 2, chooses a higher line. Now he'll pin LB down here in 3 and 4. Coming to the checkered flag, we got a run. Who's it going to be? Tyler Shell will pick up the Wicked Cushion Esports Heat Race win. Adam LB, Hayden Cardwell, and Tyler Ducharme going to advance. Dakota Kuhn, Michael List, Troy Wagaman, Cole Newhoffen, and Joel Berkeley going to have to go through the LCQ. It'll bring up our third and final heat race of the night. Got 27 cars here in the show, so we'll get ready here for our third heat race, brought to us by Edmond Trophy Company. Here is the Edmond Trophy Company heat race starting lineup. On the pole position in the 41 car is Logan Rumsey. To his outside for Black Diamond Motorsports, Tim Sims, Ultimate Dirt TV, and Onyx Design from Plymouth, Wisconsin, the 80 of Joshua Stanky. Row number 2 for Black Diamond Motorsports, Tim Sims Styles. From Pittsboro, Indiana, that's the 1 of Mason Hannigan. To his outside for Casey's General Stores from Des Moines, Iowa, the 47 of Jason Randolph. Row number 3 on the inside for Brent Marks Sim Team, Alkaline 88 from Ontario, Ohio, the 25 of Kevin Click. To his outside for Elbows Up Sim Sport, Roofco Wicked Energy. From Franklin, Pennsylvania, that is the 7 of Braden Eiler. Row number 4 on the inside in the 13, Andrew Hauser starting 7th, and on the outside, the 5 of Clayton Davies starting 8th. Rounding out the field in the back, starting 9th, the 21 or 221. Doesn't even look like he made the call. That would be John Helms. So we got 8 cars ready to go. 10 more laps here around Williams Grove. Sean, go get him, Clayton. Clayton Davies starting in the back. He's going to have a long way to go. Going to have to pick up some spots if he wants a direct transfer spot. Getting ready to go. Green flag racing once again. Green flag in the air. Here we go. It is Logan Rumsey out front, coming around to complete lap number 1. Looking high atop from the hill here at Williams Grove as we complete lap number 1 of 10 in our third and final heat race. Mason Hannigan, Jason Randolph battling it out. Looks like Hannigan's got into the second spot. Stanky trying to work that bottom side as well to get under Randolph. Meanwhile, Logan Rumsey out in front, trying to take the heat race win. Hannigan really trying to challenge for that second spot. Now Randolph able to get a run off the top side into the second spot and run up to Rumsey up here in the lead. Almost halfway home already through our third and final heat race. Coming through. Hannigan's got a good run. That's Randolph. Randolph's got a good run now. Trying to take the lead. We are officially halfway home now. Randolph with a look to the inside of Rumsey. Can he hold it through 1 and 2? Yes, he will. Jason Randolph, now your race leader. Hannigan gonna tap on Rumsey a little bit there. Stanky went to the inside to try to take advantage of both of them. They're both going to go back by him down the front stretch. 4 laps left to go for your race leader. Into 3 and 4 again. Hannigan going to look under Rumsey. Ray Nyler just took a run at Josh Stanky. Almost took him out a little bit. They made a little bit of contact. And Eiler's going to fall 2 spots for that. Clayton Davies comes up to the 5th spot. Kevin Click the 6th with 3 to go. Hannigan to the inside of Rumsey. I think he's got the position this time. Although here comes Rumsey off the top side, coming to the line with 2 to go. Hannigan to the 2nd spot. Here comes Stanky. Going to try to get around Rumsey. That'll help with Rumsey getting into the wall there in the middle of 1 and 2. Stanky moves up to the 3rd position. So Rumsey's gone from the pole to now the final spot to transfer here. Here comes Davies on the inside trying to make a spot to make it into the A main. White flag in the air, final lap. Jason Randolph, your race leader, coming out of 2 down the back stretch, coming to the finish line. Into 3 and 4, and here he comes to the line. Randolph will take the Edmond Trophy Company heat race win. Mason Hannigan 2nd, Stanky 3rd, Rumsey 4th, Davies in 5th, Click 6th, Eiler 7th, Hauser 8th, and Helms in 9th. And that will set us up. Let's see, we're going to go to a B main. I'm assuming we will take 5 from the B main to the A main. That would give us a 20 car field. No, that would took 5. So if we took 4, that would give us 12. We'd be taking 8 here out of the B main. Let's get ready for our B main. Show us the grid as they start to come in to the server. Starting on the front row for our School of Sim Racing B main. Got ahead of myself there for a second. Will be Gregory LeMay on the pole position. Troy Wagaman starting his outside on the front row in the 2nd spot. Row number 2 on the inside, starting 3rd, will be Kevin Click. Starting 4th, Dustin Hall. Row number 3, starting 5th, Michael List. Starting 6th, Braden Eiler. Row number 4 on the inside, starting 7th, Austin Simmelman. Starting 8th on the outside, Cole Newhoffen. Row number 5, starting 9th, Andrew Hauser. Starting 10th on the outside, Curtis Merriman. And rounding out the field here for the B main, starting 11th on the inside of row number 6, Joel Berkeley. On the outside, starting 12th, John Helms. Helms, once again, not making the call. So we have 11 cars, and I'm expecting 8 to transfer. So that's what I'm planning for. That's where we will keep an eye on to see who's going to transfer and who will not. Next time around, we're going to go green flag racing once again. Should be 12 laps. Yes, it will be. To go green to decide these final few spots. Here we go. Out of turn 4 we come. LeMay and Wagaman going to lead us to the green flag, and we are in the air. Let's do it. 12 more rotations here around Williams Grove. Look at Kevin Click already making a move up to the 2nd position and try to come run down LeMay. Dustin Hall in 3rd. Wagaman there as well. He just moved back up to that 3rd spot, pushed Hall back to 4th. Gregory LeMay trying to find his way around the top side. He's going to come around and lead lap number 2. Dustin Hall, Wagaman, Simmelman, Eiler, Newhoffen, and Berkeley. If we are taking the 8, those would be the 8 to go. LeMay going to lead us to 10 to go. Take a look back. There's Kevin Click. Wagaman in a battle with Hall. We'll keep an eye on this one for 3rd and 4th. Wagaman had it at the line that time. Hall trying to work the bottom, but he's kind of caught up by Kevin Click there. They've run him up on the back of the 25 car. You can see Simmelman running that bottom line as well. Wagaman has now all of a sudden caught Kevin Click very fast. Click right there in front of him, and now they're all stacked up. As we say that, as we watch this, they are all within touch of each other. And something in 3 and 4 here, Click having a hard time getting that car to rotate around the corner because they're all up with each other. Now here comes Eiler driving out of nowhere. He's in the 5th position, and he's on the back of Hall and Click there, and now Wagaman goes into the wall. So that's going to change things up a little bit. Hall moves up to 3rd, Simmelman to 4th, Eiler to 5th, Newhoff in 6th, Berkeley 7th, Hauser 8th. Puts Merriman in the 9th position, Wagaman in the 10th position, and List in the 11th position. They all just went around Hall. I don't know what Hall had a problem with. You think he threw a slider there? 3 and 4 momentum carried for these other guys. But Kevin Click under pressure. All of a sudden, here comes Simmelman to the inside. They almost wheel tap, getting into 1 and 2. Austin Simmelman has found something. Here comes Braden Eiler to the top side. Kevin Click now sandwiched. And Simmelman had to back out of it. Otherwise, he would have put his right front into the left rear of Click. And now Click is feeling the pressure. Here comes Eiler putting the pressure on LeMay with 2 to go. Braden Eiler has found something in that car. He's now your race leader. Here comes Simmelman to the front as well. Eiler's figured something out. He's looking to run away. White flag in the air. 1 lap left to go here in our B main. And running away with it right now is Braden Eiler. He's pulled a massive gap, almost 0.4 of a second. No, it's over a half a second over LeMay. Braden Eiler takes the School of Sim Racing B main win. LeMay, Click, Simmelman, Hall, the top 5, Newhoff in 6th, Berkeley 7th, Merriman in 8th, Hauser, Wagaman, and List. Rounding out the order, we'll get ready to go to the pole dash. They're going to come out on the racetrack. These will be the top 2 from each heat race. We'll get them as they come out on the racetrack. There's Hannigan and Shell making their way out. Looks like Kendall Tucker as well. Jason Randolph. There's 4. Alex Bergeron. James Edens. That's the 6. I see 6. Oh, Mason Hannigan just hit the inside tire. That might ruin his chance here for the pole dash. I think he was trying to get up towards the front. He was. He's going to have... Oh, now LB just ran into Hannigan. So there's been some contact here trying to get everybody in order. It's Hannigan and LB on row number 1. Edens and Randolph in row number 2. And then Shell and Tucker in row number 3. 6 cars ready to do battle. 6 laps to decide our starting order. Green flag in the air. Here we go once again. Up front, Mason Hannigan, but Adam Elby going to run the top side here. Try to take over the race lead. Here comes James Edens as well. Good view of all 6 cars on the racetrack. Everyone wants that pole position to start. Hannigan has some trouble on the inside, and Elby going to go to the point here after lap number 1. Here comes Edens around as well. Jason Randolph tucking into the 3rd position. Hannigan in 4th, and it's Tucker and Shell. We'll see as we come around to complete lap number 2. Edens has it at the line that time, so a new race leader every lap. So it's now Edens, Elby, Randolph, Tucker, Hannigan, Shell. Coming around, this will be the halfway point here of our pole dash. Is Eden's going to lead lap number 3 as well? Yes, he will. Top 3 staying the same, but now Kendall Tucker is starting to make his way around. Hannigan's fallen to last. Tucker slots back into the 4th spot in front of Shell. Eden's still out front as we come around to complete lap number 4. Means we have 2 more to go. Elby in the 2nd spot. Randolph in the 3rd spot, but he's getting pressured by both Tucker and Shell now. Tucker draws near, makes a little contact with Randolph down the backstretch. Coming through, white flag will be in the air this time. Oh no! Randolph got together with Elby. That's going to knock him out of whack. White flag in the air. It's now going to put Randolph and Tucker, and now they get together. So James Eden's going to take it. But Randolph just got knocked out, so Edens is going to take the pole dash. Looks like Tucker in 2nd, Shell 3rd, Hannigan 4th, and then Elby and Randolph. And we're going to go take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we will have your pole dash on the racetrack, or your feature on the racetrack in just a few short moments. So don't go anywhere. Everyone sit tight. They're going to do a warm-up session, and we'll be back for your feature. Getting ready for a warm-up session. I think there's going to be some cars out here rolling out. Looking at Williams Grove. The cars get ready to come out to run some practice laps. There we go, we're getting some cars to roll, and that's going to end the practice session. So just as they come out on track, the practice session is going to end. We're going to get ready for our feature. Now remember, when we get set for this feature, top 3 rows are going to be inverted. David, you hated that track back in 2002. Well, seems like the guys, I don't know, we'll ask them in the interviews, see if they like this track or they hate it. Seems like it's produced some pretty good racing. Alright, here we go. Gonna get ready for our Wicked Energy Gun 410 Outlaw feature. Getting ready to grid out on the racetrack. We're going to give you the grid, but I'm going to correct those first 3 rows to what they're going to be, and I'm confident in my grid this time. Most of the time, I'm not so sure, but it's going to be James Edens in the pole position. Kendall Tucker on the outside of row number 1. Row number 2 will be Tyler Shell starting 3rd. And Mason Hannigan starting 4th. And then in row number 3, Adam Elby won't have to move anywhere because he'll be starting 5th. And Jason Randolph will be starting 6th. Row number 7 will be Cameron Merriman. Or row number 4 will be Cameron Merriman starting 7th. Hayden Cardwell starting 8th. Row number 5 will be Joshua Stanky starting 9th. And Rusty Kruger starting 10th. Row number 6 will be Tyler Ducharme starting 11th and Logan Rumsey starting 12th. Hold on, grid's good. There we go. Row number 7 starting 13th, Alex Bergeron starting 14th, Dakota Kuhn. Sorry guys, it's thinking about it. I told it to switch the grid, but it's not really wanting to do it. There we go. Finally got it to switch. Row number 8 will be Clayton Davies on the inside, starting 15th and starting 16th, Braden Eiler. Row number 9, starting 17th, Gregory LeMay. Starting 18th, Kevin Click. Starting 19th, Austin Simmelman. And starting 20th, Dustin Hall. We're going to reset the grid right here. Looks like we have 20 cars is what we're going with, I think. Or did we go with 24? Let's see. 24 showing in my timing and scoring. 21st would be Cole Newhoffen. 22nd would be Joel Berkeley. 23rd would be Curtis Merriman. And 24th would be Andrew Hauser. Don't know if we are doing all 24 or just doing 20. It looks like Joel Berkeley is in there though. So interesting. Wonder if things might have got messed up because Logan Rumsey, Tyler Ducharme, Andrew Hauser, and Curtis Merriman are not showing active right now, so don't know if something got listed with the grid, but check it out on your screen. 4 Wide Racing. A salute to the fans as they go around the pace lap here, and it's going to be a nice big one. We'll jump back up here in the press box if we didn't miss it already. There we go. We can take a nice, beautiful look at the 4 Wide salute. We'll get it restacked up here when they come back around. Get in order, and we'll go racing for 30 green flag laps. Maybe my grid wasn't so accurate. I guess Tyler Shell's going to start on the front row. I had Elby and Shell mixed up, so Elby will start in the second. Or no, I had Kendall Tucker. Kendall Tucker mixed up. Tucker will be starting back in 5th. Shell will be starting 2nd, and Elby will be starting 4th. Everyone else, though, I had accurate, I think. Actually, I just had Shell ahead of a couple guys. Other than that, ready to go. Green flag in the air. Here we go. Edens, Shell, and Hannigan going to lead us into turn 1 and 2. We'll go back atop the hill and watch it from up here for a few laps as we see a battle for our lead out front. David, thank you for checking in, rooting on Austin Simmelman. Eden's going to try to hold on. Last week we saw Cameron Merriman take the win, Tyler Shell and Logan Rumsey on the podium. Bergeron won the pole dash, and I got to go look. Alex is back in 14th. He's got a long way to go, and we have a caution on the racetrack. Dakota Kuhn, the 95. Let's go look. Let's see what happened. Oh, up top, Hayden Cardwell comes down, gets LeMay, gets Dakota Kuhn. Might have got a few others there as well. They're going to get it reordered back here. We're going to jump back up front. with your race leader. Where is Mr. Edens? So it's James Edens, Mason Hannigan, Tyler Shell, your top three. Kendall Tucker in fourth. Adam Elby, fifth. Cam Merriman, sixth. Rusty Kruger, seventh. Jason Randolph, eighth. It's updating on me here for a minute. Merriman, sixth. Kruger, seventh. Randolph, eighth. Stanky, ninth. And Rumsey, your top 10. I think we're ready to go green flag racing once again. Nope, maybe not. Still going to do another pace lap. Lights are out on the pace track, so we're going to go green this time by. James Eden going to lead us to the green flag. And here we go. Feature at Williams Grove Speedway back underway. Eden's ahead of Mason Hannigan, Tyler Shell, Kendall Tucker. We're going to go back here and look as Adam Elby's joined the mix as well. 4 cars battling it out for the final 2 spots of the podium. Shell and Hannigan have it for the time being. Here comes Tucker to the top side, trying to battle for that 3rd place position. Looks like Tucker has got around Mason Hannigan. Adam Elby looking to do the same. Here comes Cameron Merriman as well, with Rusty Kruger and Josh Stanky. Looks like they've single filed it out now. We're going to look at Hannigan and Elby because Hannigan's moving backwards. Looks like Elby's got him now. That 1 car backing up here throughout the field. Here comes Cameron Merriman, would be next in line to go around him. Tyler Shell, Kendall Tucker doing battle for 2nd and 3rd now. Edens is almost a full second out ahead of Tyler Shell. Now they close the gap a little bit. It's under 0.8 of a second now. It's fluctuating back and forth. Edens is about to run up on a slow car up in front of him. I think that would be Clayton Davies. That is Clayton Davies. That's going to start to run up on before the caution comes out. Hauser, I think Hauser bringing out our caution here. Might have to back it up a little bit more. Not quite sure. what happened to Hauser there, but he is having some troubles and brought out the caution. Tim Nichols, glad you could join us. We are closing in on the halfway point of the feature here. We're all good. Glad you still got on here in time to see it happen. Hauser having some trouble. We couldn't find out where it happened, but was having some issues. All right, David, I'm going to have to keep an eye on that 18 car now of Simmelman. He's in the 15th position right now. Say he's running them down. We'll have to see. It's still Eden's out front, ahead of Tyler Schell, Kendall Tucker. That's your podium right now. Adam Elby, Mason Hannigan, your top 5. Cameron Merriman, 6th. Joshua Stanky, 7th. Rusty Kruger, 8th. Alex Bergeron, 9th. And Tyler Descharme in 10th. It's funny, you mentioned Bergeron. Haven't heard his name all night. Didn't win a heat race. Didn't win the pole dash. Actually, wasn't even in the pole dash. Wasn't one of the quickest in qualifying. And all of a sudden, as we approach the halfway point, here he comes sneaking his way into the top 10. Tyler Schell with a great run on the restart there. Going to try to get around Edens. Looks like James is going to be able to hold on to the lead as they go into 3 and 4. Kendall Tucker in 2nd, in 3rd, Elby in 4th. Hannigan in the 5th position. He taps the wall there. There's Cameron Merriman as well in the 6th spot. Cletus, there you are, buddy. Glad to check in and see you. Bergeron's going to get it done. Well, he's got a little bit of driving to do, although he's not too far now behind where we're looking. He's about another car or 2 back. He's in the 8th spot. In fact, to put it in reference, there he is, rolling the bottom in 1 and 2, but you can see there's a lot of chaos in front of that 12 car. Bergeron won last back in week 2, 3, and 4. It's either been Merriman or Bergeron to win a race. Well, right now they're running 6th and 8th. So can someone else pull the upset like our race leader? James Eden's out front. Tyler Schell has been able to close a little bit, but hasn't been able to get there yet. 0.4 of a second between these two. And then it's Kendall Tucker. Tucker, points leader coming in on the season. Consistent finishes, but I'm sure he'd love to get up there on the top step. He's got a battle with Adam Elby now for that 2nd spot, or that 3rd spot. Elby trying to get him off the podium. And right behind him, look at, is 2 of his biggest title combatants. Alex Bergeron and Cameron Merriman. Merriman running to the top side of Elby now. And as we wear on, you give a track like Williams Grove, you give them 30 laps to get there, they're going to find you. Here come Cameron Merriman and Alex Bergeron. They're going to join the battle. They're now in 4th, and Bergeron was almost in 5th. He almost got around Adam Elby there. And just like that, here comes Merriman looking to the back of Kendall Tucker. Tucker knows one of his title combatants is out front of him there in the 2nd place spot of Tyler Schell. He knows Merriman's right behind him, and Bergeron is somewhere close. We're talking points, but we still have, after tonight, 8 more races on the season. It's never too early to start talking about the point situation. Except maybe week 1. I don't know. But we are underway. Merriman trying to work on Kendall Tucker. James Edens, Tyler Schell still out front. Good battle here for the podium, and look who's going to join the battle. Here comes Alex Bergeron. Working on 10 to go now for your leaders. Merriman trying to run the high side. Cameron Merriman has it at the line that time, put him in the third place spot. Kendall Tucker back to fourth. Alex Bergeron in fifth. Bergeron's going to be coming as well. Nothing changing from the front two, so we're going to stay on this third place battle. This is third, fourth, and fifth. Tucker draws close to Merriman that time. Merriman, the only one of the three running the top side. Bergeron following Kendall Tucker in his foot tracks. Now he's going to follow Merriman around the top side. That's going to open the door for Elby to almost make a run. And if we needed a little bit more intensity here for this podium position, caution flag's going to wave. Clayton Davies possibly having some issues. Let's see. Was it the 50? No, it was a slow car down there on the inside. I think that's what brought out the caution. Was it Curtis Merriman slow? Wait a minute here. Was it Mason Hannigan? Let's go back and look. Was that the slow car? See, did something happen? Oh, there's a car in the fence up there as well. No, he saw the caution flag out, I think. I don't know. There's a car in the wall. Don't know who it was. Was it Rusty Kruger? Could have been Rusty Kruger. Yeah, there's Rusty Kruger. He was the one having some issues. Trying to get down pit road when the caution flag came out. There he is, getting up on the outside wall, and then gets together with the 17 car. That is Joel Berkeley, and Kruger was trying to limp it to pit road when the caution flag waved. We'll get it back up here to our leaders. Yellow flag still in the air. It is James Edens, Tyler Schell, Cam Merriman, the top three. Kendall Tucker, Alex Bergeron, Adam Elby, Joshua Stanky, Hayden Cardwell, Tyler Descharme. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. Got about 7 laps to go. James Edens gets a good restart there. It has been very good clean racing, Gene, especially between our third place battle here, and I think it's because you got 3 Class Acts up there battling for it. Kendall Tucker, Alex Bergeron, and Cameron Merriman. And now they're going to try to involve Tyler Schell in the battle here for the second place spot. 4 cars battling for 2 spots. Schell going to try to run away. We got 6 laps left to go, now 5 to go. Merriman trying to run the top side. Kendall Tucker trying to roll the bottom. And you saw Bergeron think about poking it in the middle there to make it 3 wide down the backstretch. Had to get out of it. One bobble by any of these top 5, and they're going to be swallowed up here. Cameron Merriman running the top side, but not making a lot of room. Here comes Bergeron. He thought about going to the middle again, but Cameron Merriman was coming down. 4 to go. Seems like the cars like to go to the bottom in 1 and 2, top side in 3 and 4. I think Tucker had it that time. No, Merriman had it that time at the line. It is going to be very close for this third spot. Bergeron trying to put it in the middle there down the backstretch. Just hasn't pulled the trigger yet. Coming to 2 to go. He's either going to have to do it this time or next time. Schell in the second spot. Now here comes Kendall Tucker for it. Tucker going to try to get it. Cam Merriman went way high in 2. Tucker battling with Shell for that second and third place position. Alex Bergeron, Cameron Merriman on the outside. Side by side at the line with the white flag in the air. James Eden's out front. He's probably safe as long as he doesn't bobble. But it's getting hectic back here for those final two spots. Bergeron going to dive it in deep into 3 and 4. Keeps it off Shell, but it's not going to be enough. Edens is going to take the Wicked Energy Gun 410 Outlaw feature win. Kendall Tucker will drive it up there to second place. And Tyler Shell will wrap up your podium here. We'll get these three guys up here on the front stretch, park them up on the podium positions, and get them in here for an interview. What a heck of a race we had there to decide it in the end. How about that? With all of that, neither Alex Bergeron or Cameron Merriman get a podium finish tonight. Still waiting for a few cars to clear the track. We'll see if we can get a close-up camera view of these three. That'll probably do it right there. That's pretty good. And we'll get these guys up here in the booth, starting with your third place finisher here tonight, Tyler Shell. Let's see if we can find him. Tyler, do you got a copy?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. All right, man. Back-to-back weeks now you've been up here on the podium. What'd you have here tonight, and what does it mean to go back-to-back weeks here now on the podium?
I really didn't want that caution, to be honest. I thought I maybe had a little bit better shot to try some stuff, but just it's one of my good tracks, and just being consistent and not putting myself in bad spots to wreck.
Actually, looking now, it's been 3 straight, but still, consistency can help you in the championship. But your car looked pretty fast all night, but what did you need there, especially midway point through the race, to get Edens? You were there, but it just seemed like you couldn't close the gap.
I just needed to find a better line or something. I don't know. Like, I felt like I was even with them, and then I really didn't want that caution because we had like 2 seconds on third, and I was trying to try some lines and stuff to get a run on them, and I just couldn't get a run on them. And then I was scared to try some stuff on that restart because, I mean, they're right on my butt now. So if I lose time, I'm just going to get past.
Very understandable. All right, who would you like to thank for your podium finish here tonight?
I'd just like to thank everybody that puts this deal on, you for broadcasting, and then I Was Up Sim Sport, and our sponsors, Flow Racing, Anderson Speedway, Motorsports Beat, Just Logistics, Paints by Tuna Can, Hergot Real Estate, BSA, Overall Photographs, Kent Vets Apparel, Roofco, and Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation.
All right, that is your third place finisher here tonight, Tyler Shell. We will get our second place finisher possibly up here in the booth. I think, yeah, he's in here. All right, so we'll grab our second place finisher, Kendall Tucker, get him up here with us. Kendall, do you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. First and foremost, what a battle you had there with Alex and Cameron and even Adam a little bit. It got pretty intense. What, from your driver's seat, what did you have to do to make sure that you all four didn't get together?
Yeah, that was like you said, a heck of a race, a heck of a battle between all of us. Honestly, I was kind of just in the middle early in the race, and then around halfway, after one of those cautions, I switched down to the very bottom on both ends, and it was really fast. And 1 and 2, pretty much the whole race once I went down there. But 3 and 4, it kind of took a while for it to come in. Once the top off and 3 and 4 slicked off, the very bottom and 3 and 4 started coming in there towards the end, and we was in 4. I don't know, actually for our 4th or 5th, I think, either one. On that last restart, and got up to second right there. So who knows, maybe if it had been 35 or 40 laps, I think we could have got to Edens, but he probably would have moved down, and it probably would have been hard to get by him. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with the run.
Yeah, I was going to say, you kind of already answered my other question there. You were running, I mean, right on the border of that podium to just outside of it, and all of a sudden you made a run there after that caution. Was it the line change you think that really propelled yourself from that fourth place spot up to the second stop of the podium?
Oh yeah, I was honestly the only one besides Alex making that very bottom work on both ends. You know, the other three in front of me were running, you know, in the middle to the top portion of the track, you know, or in the corners at least. So I was just trying to make something else different or to make something else work. And luckily, the car was good enough to roll that bottom down there. I just had to wait a long time, you know, off the corner exit corner to get back in the gas, you know, because the slick was so far down the straightaways. But you know, that's the first grove race I ran here in God knows 3 or 4 months probably. So I'm pretty happy with the run.
Is there anyone you want to thank for your podium finish here tonight?
Yeah, just my guys at Swindle Speed Lab and Slick Sim Sport for all the help. You know, congrats to James on the win. He was on kill all night for sure. So congrats to him. And I got to thank K1 Race Gear, Bear Archery, ML Performance, and thanks to Roger and all the guys for the league, and thanks to you for the broadcast.
All right, that is our second place finisher, Kendall Tucker, and we will grab our race winner here tonight. Get him up here in the booth. That is James Edens. Grab him right here and bring him up. James, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Car looks super fast tonight. When you look at who finished you behind you, what made it so fast to hold off those guys behind you?
Yeah, you know, we had a good car, we had clean track position, and you know, we just kind of got the car really stable this race, and it felt really good. So, you know, we were just able to make our laps and you know, kind of run at our own pace, and I mean, that helps a lot.
Those guys were battling pretty hard behind you, and they were coming pretty good when that caution did wave with about, I don't know, 7 laps to go. Did you have to kind of calm yourself down a little bit knowing they were behind you, or was it just, repetitive, just do it one step at a time like you do all the time?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely didn't want to see that. We had you know, a sizable lead. But you know, it gave us time to, you know, kind of recuperate, catch our breath, and you know, I ended up pulling the wing back a click, and that really helped the car a lot. Um, so yeah, it worked out in the end, and then you know, those guys got to racing, and it just kind of let me sneak away and take it home easy.
Well, besides Cam Merriman and Alex Bergeron, you can now add your name to the list of winners here this season. Is there anyone you want to thank, and what does it mean to put yourself up here at the top step?
Yeah, it feels good. We've had a couple good runs and been close a few times, so it feels nice to get there. You know, just gotta thank all the Speed Lab guys and K1 Race Gear, Race Electronic, HMS Motorsport, South Bay Partners. You know, all our great supporters.
All right, that is your race winner here in week number 6, week number 6 here for the Wicked Energy Gun 410 Outlaw Series. We'll give you our final results here before we wrap it up tonight. As we mentioned, James Edens, your race winner. Kendall Tucker in second. Tyler Schell wrapping up the podium. Alex Bergeron just finding himself on the outside, looking in. Cam Merriman the same way, wrapping up your top 5. Adam Elby, Josh Stanky, Logan Rumsey, Tyler Charmé, and Austin Silverman, your top 10. Pretty loaded top 10 if you ask me. Cole Newhoffen in 11th, Jason Randolph in 12th, Kevin Click 13th, Gregory LeMay 14th, Dakota Kuhn 15th, Mason Hannigan 16th, Curtis Merriman 17th, Andrew Hauser 18th, Clayton Davies 19th, Hayden Cardwell in 20th. Good run here for all the guys. Pretty fast paced race, not too bad, about right on average. Congrats to our top 3. Thank you to all of our sponsors here at the Dirt Racing Network. Thank you to everyone that stuck with me, even with my few little mess ups at the beginning, but it's going to happen from time to time. Luckily, I think production side of things went pretty well. We're going to catch our breath and get ready to go back at it again on Sunday. Roger's going to start it off Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern with the NDRA. I think they're going to change up their series, so we'll stay tuned to see what that'll be. And then he's got the small block modifieds at 5 o'clock. He's going to come back with the Hales Corner at 8 and 9 double feature, and I'll have the Dirt Kings at 9 o'clock also with their small block modifieds. And then we start it right back over with DSRL on Monday with our 360 series. And then Tuesday we will have the School of Sim Racing National Auto Racing Club 410 winged sprint cars. Wednesday, we'll be back with our ump mods for DSRL, followed by a double feature with Rogers SSR at NARC big blocks, and I'll have Dirt King's ump mods, and then we'll be right back here again in just a short week's time with DSRL. Thank you to all of you that watched. As I mentioned, for Roger Wagner, all the sponsors here at the Dirt Racing Network, I'm Dom Santina. Thanks for tuning in again tonight. Thanks for everyone that tuned in throughout the week, and we'll see you again on Sunday. Stay safe.